we're back at it with more AAA. Using a whole bunch of abilities and mons really that I haven't used. Now, ignore these three over here. These are very standard to be used across this channel, but I also got AV, Regen Vest. Yeah, ignore me. Regen Vest, Meloetta, Intimidate on Petulant, which gonna be keeping it a stack. I don't think is very good, but we'll use it anyway. And then a Magic Guard Tinglu, so they cannot toxic me, and if they burn me, well, at least I'm not gonna take in all that damage. Of course, leave a like, subscribe if you're already subscribed. I'm trying to hit 11k, and I know you all want to see it happen, so contribute. I get a pretty decent lead here, I guess, as they lead the Tink. I could actually Shadow Ball it even. This could go for some dancing. It could do a lot of things, so I'm just gonna Shadow Ball. As they opt to set up rocks. Wow, 17. You know, some would say that's a lot of damage. I'm not one of those people, though. I'm gonna parting shot on out into Big Zapper. Big Zapper is in the building, and I think I just Thunder here always. They want to go Tusk and be all cutesy with it, that's fine. They stay in. They're going for the knock. Now I'm gonna... I'll Hurricane here. There's definitely Regenerator, right? Like, how they're playing that feels mad Regenerator. I do predict, though, properly with the Moon. Hit him with a big Caner, and now I can go Corvi. They're probably gonna hit me with a UAU. I could have stayed in, by the way, on knock, but I don't feel like it. And look at that! Now we put this guy in range. They got to their own Primordial Man. But the difference here, Tricky Doggy, is I have a Regenerator Meloetta. It will be bouncing off of me. I was gonna use a different team originally, by the way. And I played one game with it, and I decided it sucked. And, you know, I'll use it again later, I'm sure, but oh my god, I was not having fun. They go back to this clown. I'm just gonna go Zap. And I'm just gonna Roost and get all my HP back. It's really not a big deal to me. If they want to go hard Moon, it's fine. I have a Corviknight. And if they want to try and knock me, then it's fine. I'll Roost. Like, long term, I don't really hate the outlook of this game. I gotta be careful, of course, versus this, especially with my Petulant Paralyzed, because that Mon could just get very lucky and have me get fully paralyzed repeatedly. And then, yeah, I'll die to Arcanine. Otherwise, though, kind of chill. And for once, I have an AAA team where the person building it decided, hey, you know what actually makes sense to put on teams? Hazards. There's a weird obsession, I feel like, with some of these AAA builders where they're like, yeah, I don't need rocks. Why would I run rocks? You know, Cane the Golden Go. Thunder would have been okay, but you never know. Maybe they're like Lightning Rod or something. I'll go Mellow always here. They try to Hex me. Oof. You know, I'm sure there's a world where that was annoying. It's just not this one. They're gonna T-Wave, so I'll take a knock. And then I guess they're gonna recover here. So I'll just U-turn. At the end of the day, I have a Tinglu and I have a Meloetta. I don't foresee this Mon being a big problem. Maybe it will be, and I'm just, you know, wrong. I'm even gonna hit him with a Ruination here. Yeah, hit that. Ooh, big damage, big damage. Tuscany comes out. I see no ability activated, so they're probably not gonna be banded. They knock me. I'm literally just gonna defog immediately here always. It's not a big deal, by the way, if Tink comes out, because that just lets me go to Zapdos and not take the rock damage. And that's pretty useful right now. And this next turn, I can just Thunder. I don't even have to think about it. We immediately Thunder here, and if they go Moon, they're just taking so much at this point. And anytime Tusk comes out, if it's versus Corvi, yeah, I'll always take the defog. I'm obviously, right, they can always set them back, but... Ooh, hey, I'm going for a little speed tie here. I may also just be faster. Can't rule out that I am just faster, but I'm modest. Come on, Zap. Win a tie, win a tie. Ooh, U-turn. I should be careful, this could be Scarf. Especially since I'm seeing U-turn, I should probably put more respect on the possibility that it's Scarf Zap. It's not a good set in my view, but I think U-turn probably signals that. I should have thought about that a little more earlier. I don't know why this came out here. I'm gonna Thunder again. This shouldn't have a way to hit me. Knock, press, spin, EQ. Yeah, just Thunder again, because I know they're not staying in with that. I'll Thunder again, dude. Actually, I'll Cane this time. If anything, they'd go Moon. Nope. I do confuse them, though. Also, I just realized I'm U-turn on mine as well. I just feel like I don't use U-turn on this Mon ever. I feel like I'm always Volt Switch on my, dudes. Like, let me find another Zapdos team. Oh, let me not do all that. Fortunately, I will have already played my NUPL game before this video goes out, so I do not care if that's shown. Well, actually, most of the time when I use Zapdos, right, I use no guard, but maybe I've been delusional, dude. You know, maybe I do just always use U-turn. What the hell? What's wrong with me? I think I'm sick. This is actually an annoying turn. I'm gonna go up pitch. Yeah, I had a feeling that this time it would be outrage I went for, but I didn't want to get too smoked if they still U'd, because if I get Corvi too low, then I just can never come back in. But we get a poison as well, pretty good for me. I'm just gonna recover up, and now I'll go Ting Lu. I want to try to get hazards eventually. I think honestly I could even set them. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that I wasn't running U-turn. Of course I had. It's iron treads in this tier. They double into this. This is fine for me though, because I just EQ. Yeah, so I won't even take the burn damage, which is really good. Wow, it still almost died. Oh my god, yeah, I'll just take, like I said, I'll just take a 2-shot with EQ. They go into Mr. Gold, but I don't care. I'm setting my rocks. Yeah, wow, Hex, look at that, nice 18. Nice 18, noob. I'm just gonna Whirlwind. I know I love this, fine. Of course I brought out Great Tusk, but you know what I'm gonna do? You already know, I gotta hit him with it. You know I gotta hit him with it. I'm gonna let... Double zap. Of course I get crit by knockoff there. Keep in mind, knock makes like no sense either to go for there. It is what it is. I get rid of Tusk. I think they predicted a roost there, so they're probably spinning. Or hitting with EQ, as we said. If they're rocks on something else, then the chances of EQ go down quite a bit, because knock press spin is usually pretty fillery. Hey, but look who was right probably about this thing set. Let's go. I don't even know why I'm switching, because I truthfully don't even need that mon. Well, I don't even need to do that. Oh. The game decided there was nothing to cancel and that I win. My bad. My bad. My bad, PS. It wanted to, I guess, save me from making the wrong play. Like I said, I was gonna just switch Ting Lu in, actually, because that means I block the Thunder entirely and I can just do Whirlwind stuff anyway. That's really fun. They're U-turn, so they're probably Scarf. No, we're always U-turn, but no, they were definitely Scarf. Alright, we got another battle here. This is a very normal-looking team. I would guess Regen Vest Manaphy, Bandit on Za, Scarf Moon, Boots this, maybe, could be Nasty Plot Patch. Could also be, like, set up Za, and then, just the Scarf Moon, and all that other stuff I said. Hazards could stay up this game, though. As we established, Patch can very disrespectfully block versus this. Zap looks really good as a lead. Because they lead off with Moon, and I'm not worried. Oh, so my internet has been so bad today. I decided I live a hit here. Thoughts? Guys, I decided wrong. But to be fair, their play made no sense. You know why? I don't either, but their play made no sense. Very dog shit play by my opponent. You know, I think personally, they need to be taken out back and taught a lesson. I'm just gonna take my chip on this. If they're lefties, they're most likely not gonna be Scrap. I was gonna say Regenerator, but apparently they're bulk up, which I don't think does anything. Bulk up? Are they rocks still? I will click Brave Bird here. Alright, so we defeat that Pokemon. That was funny. They go to Sheer Force Moth. Most likely Sheer Force. I have a Regen Meloetta. And I'm Psyshock. So that's good. As they U-turn. Yep, there's the Life Orb. Interesting, Moon came out. And there's no... Well, we already know it's Sword of Ruin on the other dude, so I shouldn't think about that too much. I'll just go Corvi anyway. Sub Roost? Like, what's happening here? What is this guy? I am Whirlwind Ting Lu. I'm gonna... First, let me set these. Let Let me get those up first. Keep boosted. Oh, I thought they keep boosted. Yeah, that's not a Pokemon, my man. So we do that. Man, if he comes out, I'm still gonna go Mellow on it. It's Scald Burn immediately because, of course, I will take my free knock now. If it's on Moon, I'm very content with that. God, this is actually a really annoying trade. This like actually super sucks for me because burn means I do a lot less damage, and now I have to deal with burn damage as well when I pivot into anything. Wow. Yeah, that's like a game-losing burn potentially, but I think we can play it fine still. I have Scarf Moon. Yeah, because like, this is what I'm talking about though. Look at this. This is very dumb. This is very stupid. Fortunately, I know how to play against this enough, but I don't know how I beat the Moth now. Having Rocks is definitely step one though. And I can still pivot around. Again, I got Moon. Outrage is easy to spam this game. I'm gonna go Moon on this turn. They Flamethrower, it does 500 million trillion. Even EQ is pretty free, but they're probably Earth Eater Patch. So we're gonna knock. We get rid of Moth. I guess technically that could have been Earth Eater. Yes. I don't know if that damages Sheer Force. Oh wait, no, we know it's Sheer Force because Life Orb. Never mind. So we're probably Levitate Patch on this team. They go back to Moon. We already saw Ting-Lu basically says no. Za shouldn't be able to beat me too easily because I got Petch and Fluffy Corv. Za comes out though. Bro said, hey, let me test that theory real quick. I'm gonna go Petch. Oh, incredible Petch. Incredible Petch. I will Malignant here as well. Are they not Regenerator? Is this not Regenerator? Or did I just, like, not notice the HP? I think that wasn't Regenerator. maybe I'm tweaking out, but that does not appear to be Regen Vest. Am I even faster, by the way? I've decided I'm faster. Regen Vest Manaphy would be min speed, so I would be, but I'm very confused now. Why did this come out and not... Why did you not come back out at full, sir? Oh, I was right, by the way. They, were faster. But I'll still take the trade. Hey, guys, you think he's using Crunch here? Huh. Oh, wow, he went for Crunch. I'm shocked, personally. I'm just gonna U-turn. If Moon comes out, it doesn't even matter because my Ting-Lu lives a hit. But also, I have my own Moon and it's Scarf. So I will Outrage and just be faster. I think, actually, that... Yeah, so we're gonna talk about the game-losing Scald Burn. Yeah, that was a freaking lie. And they're staying into Crunch. So I'm gonna go Ting-Lu now, and I'm gonna click this move called Earthquake. Yeah. Yeah, that was, an exercise in restraint for most of the battle. And by that, I simply mean I had to restrain myself after throwing my Zapdos away turn 1. I don't know what went through my head to give me the idea that, yeah, you know what? You actually can live a Sword of Ruin, Choice Bandit, Stone Edge. Yeah, no, look, read this guy's name. However, I disagree. That is what the Zamazenta said to me after I thought that. My Zapdos obliterates them. They could have Desolate Land on Moth, or be like AV on this, but this kind of looks hyper offensy to me. I don't know. Ting-Lu looks pretty useful this game. I'm actually gonna lead Ting-Lu. I want Rocks. So they don't have removal. If I can get Rocks set up immediately, then that's super good for me. Oh, and my opponent said they disagreed with my analysis and they left, so we'll be right back with either another battle or with turn 1. Alright, incredible lead on my part. I will be getting my Rocks immediately on the Zapdos. Yes, sir! How much do I need to keep you alive? A lot. I do want to keep this at a good amount of HP, so I will go into my designated Chuck check. They cane me, they're gonna... We already know what move's coming out here, hold up. I just need to remind them. I need to remind my opponent who they're facing real quick. Also, hey, may as well waste a Zap Cannon. Alright, they go out to Primarina, no items, so they're probably Specs. I'll knock it, why not? Ah. Well, I lied. That's not Specs at all. See, the thing now is, right, I feel like I should be able to go Zapdos and Thunder this. Part of me says I'm not going to be able to do that. But we're gonna test that theory. I'm actually gonna U-turn here, just because I can, I guess, investigate this randomly fold. Hey, they stayed in. They stayed in there, y'all. We may have sussed them out properly. I don't know for sure, but what I do know is that Psyshock doing some numbers. Oh boy. I'll just U-turn here. I get a free U into Zap now, and I can Cane. And if they this is just better too because it keeps my Meloetta from being what's out at the end of the turn. I'd rather something else be out there because Moon would be invited in super freely. Plus, hey, I need to keep Melo alive. Hurricane crit there just for the love of the game. Here they probably would go Moon if it's Scarf. Maybe they go into Desolate Land Ironmoth, which is quite a threat right now. As they go into Nigel Thornberry. But you can go Corviknight, which is here pretty much just to check you. And go for Knock, it does essentially 0, and I will now be hitting them with a very nice U. They, for some reason, stand to Knock. Hello! Hello, friends! I'm gonna just U-turn, win a speed tie potentially there. You know... Meloetta actually looks pretty decent now that the Moon is gone. I can go to it here. They go Moth. You don't kill me with anything here, so I'm just gonna Psyshock. Yeah, that did less than 17. Yo, Meloetta's really good. Oh my god, they got British. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna go hard Tinglu. And I'm gonna say goodbye, Mr. Poltegeist. This gets Giga Drain, so technically I could take some damage here, but it shouldn't kill. I am a Tinglu after all. This is a Poltegeist. Oh my god, yo. I saw into the future. Thankfully for me, I get the Whirlwind going. Oh my. And they forfeit. Alright, so I was a little worried still when this guy came out, because I was thinking, what if it's a Belly Drum? But I think Petch would have walled just fine, and from there it was probably pretty Jove. Shouts to Meloetta, though. That Mon took exactly 0% from the dudes. Oh god. Yeah, they got a Jagalgalauga, but then they also got a King Gambit. Look at him. Look at my beautiful king in HD. Hey, their team gets kind of beaten down by Zap. Melo's actually really useful here too, because I see like 4 Pokemon that Meloetta gets flung at. They off of King Donahue. You know. This is actually a very free Earthquake. It was not a very free Earthquake. Anyhow. Very unfortunate that this was that's a very funny name. Very unfortunate that this was Earth Eater. Normally they're well big body. But you know what they say, Mabashtif. You know what they also say is a free Thunder. Banned in Texas comes out, alright. I would love to know why though. Get a little bit more chip. It's Regen Vest, so it just doesn't really functionally do anything for me, but it's okay. They got to Frank Zapdos now. These are very good nicknames. Unfortunately for you, I do have a Meloetta. But unfortunately for me, they now have back in King Gambit, whatever. Dude, this mod's a threat and a half. This is why I'm always body press. He just sword stances every time. Leave me alone, bro. Oh, I did like 0. I'm gonna Roost. Surely they think a body press, right? Like if I'm going hard Corvi, yeah, they at least scout it. You come out. I'm still gonna go hard Melo, I think. Yeah, still going hard Melo. Unfortunately, they keep predicting it. Oh, this came out? Okay. Then we U-turn here, because they can't really do anything to me. Yep, Banned in Texas comes out. Now I get this out, so I will be setting rocks. I know I'm never dying to anything from that. They may also think that they can actually do things. You know, I guess it is good. We have a good amount of chip off on this. I'm just gonna Whirlwind. Never mind. I'm not gonna Whirlwind, because this Chucklefuck's gonna get the flinch. This still works out okay, though. I just need to get damage off on you, right? Tinglu ultimately is a useful one, but not necessary for me to win the battle. And here I just get to slow you. Had they stayed in the Thunder, I would have probably just gone Moon after the fact. They got to Zazazenta. Alright, man. Sword of Ruins, they're banded as hell. I'm going to you and just Parting Shot. Crunch will hurt, but it won't do an incorrigible amount or anything. Get my Parting Shot going. I can go back to Zap even here. But I'm just gonna U-turn. Yo. I don't know why I thought this thing's nickname was something else. I'll just go to my Fastmon. Stay in and go Meloetta. Eat up that Boom Burst real nice and easy. Just go for a free knock now. Ooh, this is a good one to get. Hey. Get out of here, clown. Get out of here, clown. Do a ton of damage to that guy. Heatran Ledger comes back out. We already know that I can U-turn on this very easily. Guess I could also hard switch Zapdos in though. And I can Hurricane now. And yeah, that just dies. They had to hard switch there. I don't know why they stayed in. But you always have to hard switch there. We do see that they're lefties as well, something I'd kind of been ignoring this battle. I'm gonna go Mellow. I dodge a Magma, but ultimately I don't think it's that important. Just because, okay, I'll drop on my beaks. That's a lot of them. But what I was gonna say is I don't think it's that important because I'm just gonna regenerate it off anyway. So, get rid of the Scream now too. And I think we're positioned quite well to win this endgame. Definitely helps to dodge every Magma just because it means my Mellow's never under any pressure at all as opposed to like some amount of pressure. Yeah, so the same. I don't think it's like impossible for me to play out the game if I'm hit by one. I'll even go into it again and we're gonna try and let him hit a Magma Storm. Yeah, so that's how much damage they do. If they're Protect, it's actually more annoying, but otherwise, yeah, we would be able to waste most of theirs. Get back out, big homie here, drop another big Thunder. Heathran Ledger, you may be an annoying mon, but you are not unbeatable. As we continue going on. I like this team a lot more than the other one. The other one is an Electrode. A Hisuian one, of course. And then I ran into, actually, funny enough, an Iron Jugulus that was Serene Grace with Dragon Breath and flinching moves. And so I said after that battle, nope. It was also a Webs team. And I felt like I had nothing to do to prevent Webs from going up and in preventing the Jugulus from doing what it did. It was a very unfortunate battle. Speaking of unfortunate things, though, my Meloetta walls this dude's like entire lineage. I'll stay in once and try to hit you. Yeah, that's like really good chip to get. Now I can just switch. And like you see there, I just regenerated it all off anyway. I can throw up some rocks. I don't know what this thing's set is. Get my rocks. This could be Earth Eater. I'll just fling my Zapdos at it and start throwing off some attacks now. Help! Hey guys, you think they're freaking tinted lens or steelworker? Jesus Christ. I'll Thunder here. I need some chip, bro. Chill. Oh my god, Steel Beam. Well, fortunately, they didn't knock my boots. Also, this is Scarf, I think. Unfortunate dodge. You will be whirlwinded out. Not exactly something I wanted to see, but I guess it's okay. I can go Meloetta. Oh my god, yeah, they did way more than I thought. Live? Good. Okay. Mr. Craw's relative there, doing a little bit too much. And I kind of need to keep you alive too, so Zap is slower than most of their team. I'll sack Zapdos. I just think it's better to keep Meloetta alive this game. And I could also just go into Big Homie here now and claim a kill. So this is probably a little bit better overall for me. Jug dies to rocks. Chomp would take 2 million. Zoroark, Lamau. Cyclones are also kind of a Lamau. The only mon I'm worried about at this point is Chomper, just because maybe there's some nonsense it could do to beat Corby. So they sack you. Pretty sure I click Outrage as well at this point and kill everything on their team, which is cool. Yeah, it's probably in range, yeah. I had to think about it for a second, but I am Big Moon, so it's usually pretty safe to assume that you kill whatever's in front of you. They got the bicycle. I'm knocking you. I won't risk it. I'll go Petulant like a good soldier. I should have killed it. It's scrappy. Though honestly, my rocks going away doesn't really do a lot. Can we just not do that type of thing to me? Like, I'm a good person. I don't need this. They're just staying in, bro. Like, come on, you're not Regenerator. Now, you see that damage you just took? I'm gonna click recover here, by the way. I don't care. Take me. Yeah, I'll take this. I don't even want to talk about that set. I really don't. Like, I truthfully don't want to acknowledge that. Alright, Chomp's in. This is a threat. They scaled immediately. I had to do that, though, because if they SD and I stay in trying to fish for status, it's worse. So I stand by that. They SD up there. Okay, well, they scaled again, so playable game has been obtained. We have obtained a playable in-game, guys. Let's go! I'm still not sure that I win, but we've obtained a playable in-game. Let's go! No, like I said, I totally stand by that, because I can't allow them to SD up and then get the scale. It's a lot scarier. I'll click U-turn here. Man, why are you plotting? Oh, they're flare boost as well. Hey, maybe I needed to keep my guy alive. Maybe I needed to keep my guy alive. Sack the Corvi. Right, but watch this, right? So we go Ting Lu. Double the Petch. Oh, you like that? And I click Parting Shot. Hold up. Hold up. No. Yeah, see, I know y'all like this. And that's literally just to stall out some HP as well from it. The question is, what move does more to a Hisuian Zoroark? Is it Knockoff, or is it Psyshock? Let's find out. Hisui, sure. I don't think the EVs matter at all. And the answer is Knockoff! The answer is actually that they both kill. So now we just... I hope that I got enough HP back. Oh, plenty. The answer was yes. We got back plenty of HP. Now this guy comes out. I will always stand and just click knock. And I go Ting Lu, and we hope Earthquake kills. You cannot be trying that. You cannot be trying to air slash flinch my Ting Lu down. I don't know what you think this is. It's just not okay, though. It's not. You're not allowed to try that kind of crap. Get that out of here, brother. My god, that was really funny, though. That was, like, insanely funny. We'll get one more. I'll pause and be right back. I have no idea how this guy found the AAA ladder, but I already know I'm about to get put down very rapidly by this Electivire right here. Oh, let me save that other game, too. I need to make sure this is documented for all of history. I'm just gonna lead off with the mon that is good. Fortunately, they let off with the mon that is bad. Let me get a free U-turn here. It's gonna be really funny is when one of these mons just has its, like, native ability. Brother, can we not? It's too early. It is way too early in the day to be facing Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet, Iron Press Registeel. Like, what are you doing? And they even have the audacity to set Stealth Rock in front of me? You punk. Like, I don't understand people like this. What game do you think we're playing? Digimon? No, it's a Pokemon. And yeah, I'm gonna go Corby here. Hopefully it's the triple axle. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, signal all this damage real quick. All of that, yeah. That's what I like to see. Now I just get a U-turn. Never mind. I could have roosted. They decided to pick death instead of letting me U-turn. It doesn't matter. That Mon is quite literally necessary for nothing else this game. I may want to defog, but that's it. Beads of Ruin. Brother, what are you trying to do to me? Well, they're definitely not trying to win the game. Dude, I saw Beads of Ruin. I was just thinking to myself, if this guy quivers, it's actually a little scary. And they forfeit, so that's a great one to end it on. I hope y'all enjoyed. Meloetta, honestly, quite effective this battle. Doing what I needed it to do, and I meant video. This is the team I want to use. It's an AV Roaring Moon. Y'all already know how I feel about that guy. Meloetta did very, very well today. I hope all of you enjoyed watching me use it as much as I enjoyed getting to use it. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.